Today on Good to Know, we're celebrating heroes, and this next hero saved his dad's life thanks to a little college homework. Hunter Brown wanted extra practice getting ultrasounds of people's hearts, and Dad stepped up.
He said, "Dad, it's no big deal. It'll just be me and you. No one else will have to know." I'm like, okay.
Little did we know it was a very big deal.
Hunter discovered the valves in his dad's heart were too narrow, and within a couple of weeks, his dad was having open heart surgery to insert a pacemaker.
I mean, the surgery, everything was so quick, we didn't have any time to think about anything.
It still hasn't sunk in, the severity of what's happened. I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
A hero in the family. Big heart emoji for this guy.
Not far from there in Ohio, a patient went searching for his hero after she gave him the motivation he needed to survive.
So this is where you passed out.
Yeah.
At the beginning of May, when Walter Ruiz wasn't feeling well, he tried to power through, going to work at his business. He grabbed one of his screens for printing.
You just fell down.
Fell down.
Wow.
How long I was down, I don't know.
When Walter came to, he went to Mercy Fairfield, where he tested positive for COVID-19. It hit his lungs. He couldn't breathe.
So I'm really scared that day. Really scared.
You thought you were going to die.
Oh yeah.
He needed the care the fifth floor COVID unit could give, but that meant isolation from everyone he loved.
When you don't have nobody around you, no member of your family around you, it's really hard.
Nurse Lisa Lane understood.
I treat everybody like I would want someone to treat my mom.
And made sure to spend some one-on-one time with Walter.
When she told me don't quit, and she get my hand and she told me don't quit. You can make it. You can do it.
It stirred something in his soul. In that moment, Walter thought about everyone he had to live for, how he wanted to see his grandkids grow. His sister says Walter found his fighting spirit in those words from the kind nurse.
I immediately said, there's always good people and there's always angels.
After he recovered, Walter personally wanted to thank his angel, but he didn't have a good description of her because of all the PPE. Mercy Health sent Walter a couple of pictures of nurses who worked with him. He thought Lisa was the one.
Oh.
Then the morning they reunited, he knew for sure.
When she came right here today, she talked, I said, it's you.
I don't do anything more than every nurse on the planet does. You know, that's just what we do.
But Walter thought it deserved something big and bold, so he made this banner for her and the coronavirus treatment team. It says, "Thanks to all Mercy staff for being everyday heroes in our lives."
She will be my hero for the rest of my life. I think the words, when she told me you can make it, don't quit, they give me power. Thank you.
My pleasure. It's my honor to take care of you.
I think it still hasn't fully set in, even after all of this time.
It's been 80 days since Avery Wrigley's unit became the COVID-19 floor at GBMC.
It's been very, very busy, and it's been very stressful.
80 days of constant scrubbing and sanitizing.
Take the gloves off again, then wash our hands again, then put new gloves on and go into a room. So it's a lot.
80 days of doing everything she can to help her patients during a crisis. Being there when their families can't be.
It's like, wow, this is what nursing can turn into. This is what we are, we are their families.
A journey that's given her new purpose as a nurse.
I feel like we're really, really helping people, and people are going to remember us for, forever.
One moment she'll remember forever, when one of the unit's first COVID-19 patients was moved into hospice care.
She was up and down between our unit and the ICU. She'd been upgraded multiple times, and her family decided to make her hospice.
And that day, she was her patient. The family had COVID too, so they couldn't come say their goodbyes. Wrigley FaceTimed them in.
It just kind of hit me like, this is the last time that they're going to see their mom, and it's through a FaceTime screen. And I think that that's just it's huge because I don't think that people realize the severity of it until it affects them directly.
And that's what she hopes people understand by hearing her story. She says they continue to see more and more patients, and as things reopen, she hopes people are responsible, not just for their sake, but for others.
I understand we can't keep things closed forever, and that it's just super important not to forget what this has already done and what it can, it still has the potential to do.
There's still more inspiring people to come, including a man's kind gesture that got an overwhelming response.